Claire, you take this question into the direction you would like to in your answer. I just want to say something here because we see very much a spiritual war right in front of us. There's something obviously very evil here, and those of us that believe in God and know that evil forces exist, and I'm a Christian, I believe in the devil, and of course in Jesus Christ. So as a Christian, when I look at this here, I see something very evil here, because when you have, for instance, Black Lives Matter emphasizing very much certain lives that matter and certain lives that don't matter, because that's where it's actually going. I often think about, but Jesus died for everybody. There's nobody that Jesus did not die for. And when we think about critical race theory and this emphasis on race, and that the human being ultimately is all about just the color of skin, there's something very anti-Christian in that. There's something that erases the soul. There's something that it's an attempt to erase what Jesus did for us on the cross. It's a very, very evil thing to just stress that the human being is only about the color of their skin. Could you touch on that in your own way? But there's definitely something very evil here, and the erasing of a human being's soul, and also the redemption that Christ offers with his sacrifice.
This absolutely is pure evil, and a couple of things come to mind. I am just now beginning to read, I haven't even gotten into it yet, but Paul Kingor's relatively recent book, The Devil and Karl Marx. So I can't tell you yet, how what's in it. I haven't gotten far along yet, but I've just begun it. But that, as I understand, lays this out, the absolute evil of Karl Marx. And we can go back, to look at his life and what he stood for. And, our good friend, brilliant scholar, Stephen Coughlin, talks about the basis of Marxism is nihilism. It is, in his phrase, Aufheben der Kultur. Aufheben der Kultur means in German, in English, that's German. In English, it means destroy the culture. What would the modern day narrative of that be? It would be cancel culture, right? And so from Marx, from the very beginning, the intent was to tear apart, to destroy, nihilism, without necessarily even any idea of something better that would take its place. Now, many of those, uneducated college campus kids, for example, who think that socialism and Marxism and communism are the best things since sliced bread, they don't know this. They don't know that there is nothing that comes after nihilism. They think that they're striving for some kind of utopia on earth, which doesn't exist, never has, never will. But in fact, what it is with Marx, pure evil, it is nihilism. It is utter destruction. It is tear it apart. You can hear it even in the slogans being chanted on the streets sometimes in America now. What is it? Burn it all down. They're not saying we're going to rebuild it in an equitable and kumbaya way. No, that's not what they're saying. They're saying burn it all down, destroy it. It is pure evil. It is pure nihilism. Yes.
Yeah.
And there's no surprise that at these Antifa BLM rallies and riots that they have a fire and they burn Bibles.